yeah, I find this unhelpful as far as my situation is concerned. I really do. Yeah, I'm not, no, I don't really like this all that much. Nope, I sure don't. Also, I have, once you get stalked a lot, you know, once just get stalked fails from people all the time, you start to just try to, get a feeling for what people are like very, very quickly. You know, you kind of have to do that to be able to get through the day. First of all, without getting killed. Second of all, which I may not be able to avoid. I mean, it's just there's so many people stalking me all the time that it just seems like there's not really any way for me to avoid getting killed by somebody else. And I know I talked about killing myself, but you know, I mean, at least killing yourself is something that people will often do to avoid other ways that they know they're going to die. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm in that category of people who are suicidal. And also, you know, all the other horrible things I'm going to have to keep going through day after day if I continue to live. That's what tends to stoke my suicidality for a fair amount of time. Anyway, as far as not getting killed by other people is concerned, you do try to set people up so you can get a feeling for what they're like. You know, because I mean, seriously, I'm assuming that someone who's going to kill me because the conglomerate's telling them to do it is probably going to want to torture me first, probably rape me, you know, take video of it, put it online. You know, I mean, it's gonna be that sort of situation, which I really, you know, I just rather not. So anyway, I was in the library just now. I was charging my phone and trying to organize before I have to go back to shelter to do the lottery. And you know, there have been various people who have copped to me throughout today, not just people in the shelter, you know, people sort of out and about. That's been going on in Boston for like years now. People walk past me, they're like, oh, oh. People on dates seem to do that a fair amount. People like couples will do it. Like sometimes it'll be the woman who does it, sometimes it'll be the man who does it. You know, and I'm just like, it's like amusement for couples. Seriously, I should charge for it, right? I should charge money. I should charge money. You know, cough at me, the coughing at me charge. But I'd rather just not do it at all. Since I am such a tourist attraction, you know, so the next time somebody coughs at me, I should just say, hey, you know what? Make the donation, right? Anyway, yeah, so one of the people who caught me today was a guy. I was in the library, and I hear this like grunt. You know, it's just a lot of coughing sounds like grunting. I mean, there's all sorts of variations of it. And I've heard all sorts of everything you could possibly do with your nasal passages. I have heard, you know, over the past 5 years. I really have. I've heard it all. Anyway, this guy sits down. He does kind of a grunt cough type thing. I look over at him, and instantly I just get this feeling. You don't look like a serial killer to me. You just kind of do. You just have that vibe, I have to say. And like, you know, I'm feeling like you really just kind of look like one of those people who's a loner by choice, and not just sort of a harmless book reading, you know, loner. No, not that kind of person. No, I would say you seem like someone who would really like to try to settle a score against humanity by, you know, hitting me over the head with something, raping me for hours, cutting me to pieces, you know, and filming the entire thing, and then selling the video to people who are just putting it up online just because you just seem like that kind of guy. It's time for me to leave. I mean, you know, seriously, and I have all of these. I had that entire succession of thought in like a few seconds after this guy first sat down, you know, and it's not like he's the only person who's been like that. So anyway, this is how I live now. I just thought I'd let you know.